Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be 5 signs God leveled you up. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for the chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, this video is based upon all the signs of how you know God leveled you up. Now understand this, y'all. Somebody gave you nothing but doubt. Yes, sir. Somebody placed nothing but despondency on your life. Yes, sir. And somebody straight up discouraged you, slandered you, and lied on you. Listen, right here in front of their face, y'all, go ahead and drop in the comments and say, God level me up. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say, God level me up. Now, before we get into all these signs, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Now, the first sign of how you know God leveled you up, chosen one, is going to be this, y'all. An environment change. All right? Let me say it one more time, louder for the chosen ones in the back. Hear me and hear me clear, y'all. An environment change is something that you're going to experience. All right? If you have a child who is in a household full of domestic violence, abuse, right? Liars, drugs. I mean, the list goes on, right? A dysfunctional household. If you got that, if you have that child and you take him out of that environment and you place him into a household full of love, confidence, right? He's eating right, proper meal plans, okay? Proper care, right? He have a tutor now. Okay, I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. Well, what am I saying? What I'm simply saying, y'all, is this right here. If you change the environment, you then change the man. Yes, sir. And when I say man, I mean mankind. So it can be a woman, it can be a man, it can be a kid. We are creatures of adaptability. All right? Somebody drop in the comments and say adaptability. Okay? Don't allow the word to intimidate you, or don't allow that word to, well, I don't think adaptability is for me. Yes, you are. You are a human, right? And humans are creatures of adaptability. We was brought here to not only survive, but to thrive. So it's natural for us to survive, right? It's natural for us to get over. But also, we was brought here to do much more than get over. And that is to thrive, which is to do way better than average. All right? Somebody drop in the comments and say I'm not average. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say I'm not average. And also, y'all, you got to remember this too. Jesus left Nazareth, okay, his hometown, to create and perform some of the miracles that nobody had ever seen in that time, such as turn water into wine, right? Such as heal the sick, such as resurrection. All right, what are you saying right now, Reno? Sometimes you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. And the reason why, y'all, is because once you reach that new environment, sometimes it's going to feel like, I don't supposed to be here. But I got news for you. You deserve it. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I deserve it. You deserve it. That's our problem, y'all, as a community, as a people, as a society. A lot of times we don't believe that we deserve God's blessings. Sometimes we don't believe that we deserve, the great things that's going over our life. If God showed you your dream, right here before your eyes, you probably will pass out, right? This is why he didn't show Joseph, okay, the full vision, or tell Joseph what he had to go through to get to that vision, or else he probably would have never attained it, right? Your environment change is a clear indication that God is leveling you up. I want you to realize something, y'all. This your season, all right? And this your time. And don't be blind by this particular sign. The environment changes. It may look like a new apartment. It may look like a new house. It may look like a new job, okay? New events that you're being invited out to. New everything, y'all. A new area, whatever the case is. New environments, okay, is something that you're going to experience when God is leveling you up, all right? The second sign, it's going to be this, chosen one, new associations, all right? Let me say it once again, louder for the chosen ones in the back. Listen, y'all, new associations is something that you're going to experience while God is leveling you up. Why? Because you can't take your old friends to where you're going in that new environment. You can't take the old people you used to hang with to this new environment. Why? Because God leveled you up. He didn't level them up. And so he's going to automatically place you around people who he leveled up as well. Somebody drop in the comments and say elevate. See, as you are moving in life, you're going to have to elevate in life. As you are moving in life, you're going to have to elevate the type of people and the circle of friends who you associate yourself with. What it says in the scripture, y'all, bad associations spoil what? Useful habits, right? Bad associations spoil what? Useful habits. And that simply means that when you are around these old associations, they're going to remind you of your past. They're going to remind you, of the things that you stopped. They're going to remind you of the things that you no longer do. That's not you anymore. And this is why God levels you up, because now you have become a new person. And in order for you to sustain that position as a new person, he got to put you around people who's doing the same things that you are. New associations. Somebody drop in the comments and say new associations. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say new associations. And so the most important thing that you got to get out of this, y'all, is this right here. Realize when God is leveling you up, it's almost like being on the way to the city or being on the way to a new country or whatever the case is. You're going to begin to see new signs. You're going to begin to see new buildings, maybe even new cars, right? That's a clear indicator that you're leveling up to that new city or leveling up to that new country. Okay? What was the sign? The new building, the new cars, the new type of people, new associations, right? You can't be regressing. You got to be progressing. And the only reason you should look back is to see how far you've come. Remember this, y'all. Bad associations spoil useful habits. A clear indication that God is leveling you up, okay, or leveled you up, is the associations that you are surrounding yourself around. New associations, y'all. And so if that resonated with you, drop in the comments and let me know. We're going to move on to the third sign of how you know God leveled you up. Understand this, y'all. New habits. All right? New habits. How many of y'all got that one friend? I know I'm talking to somebody. Y'all got that one family member. Okay? Y'all got that one coworker to where whenever they come around you, you start doing the thing that you said you stopped or you no longer want to do. Maybe you hang around this particular friend, family member, whoever, and whenever you get around them, you done stop smoking cigarettes, but you hit the cigarette one last time. Okay, maybe you done stop drinking, but you hit the cup one last time. Does that sound familiar to you? That's because that old spirit, right, is being surrounded by you. That old spirit is tempting. Again, y'all, you can't take a crackhead, and no, I'm not calling you no crackhead, but you can't take a crackhead, place them inside of a crack house, right, and expect for them not to do crack. What are you saying right now, Reno? Even if that crackhead is reformed, if their mind is not all the way consolidated and fixed on, like, you know what, I ain't touching that stuff no more. I'm all about health, wealth, whatever the case is. Listen, y'all, if you put that crackhead inside of a crack house, you can expect for him or her to start back doing crack. What are you saying right now, Reno? Now, God has leveled you up. You're going to notice yourself doing a lot of the new things that you never did. New habits, okay? So, again, maybe you was a smoker. You no longer smoke. Maybe you was a drinker. You no longer drink, right? Maybe you had a bad spending problem. That's a big one, y'all. And now you no longer spend the way you used to spend, all right? You have new habits. You have graduated, all right, from your old ways to your new ways. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I graduated. You have now progressed, all right, from the old things you used to do to the new things you're doing now. More positive, all right? Again, y'all, we all got that one person who was in our life or currently in our life right now, and you begin to start easing on back to that old thing you used to do. I need y'all to understand something and understand it clear. New habits is a clear indication that God has leveled you up. All right. And so if that made sense to y'all, if that also resonated with you, make sure you drop in the comments and let me know. And we're going to move on, y'all, to the next one, which is number 4. All right. And also notice how this stuff connects, y'all. OK, number 1 was environment change. Number 2 was new associations. Number 3 was new habits. When you go to a new environment, what happens, y'all? You meet new people. Once you meet new people, you begin to create new habits, right? Learn behavior, y'all. Learn behavior. Whenever you go around certain people, you are going to pick up some of their habits. I guarantee you, if anybody hang around Jay-Z for a month, you're going to start picking up his lingo. You're going to start picking up the way he thinks. You're going to start picking up some of his habits. You are the sum total of the last 5 people who you associate yourself with daily. Remember that, y'all. And so again, you got to understand that God has leveled you up and everybody is not going the way you are going. This is your season. God just leveled you up, okay? So I just wanted to add that little piece in there. But the 4th sign of how you know God leveled you up is a new you, all right? Let me say it once again, y'all, louder for the chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are experiencing a new you. Have you ever had to reintroduce yourself, right, to your old friends or old family members or people who just now seeing you again after y'all done graduated from high school years after? You had to reintroduce yourself like, Tracy, that's you? Jimmy, that's you, bro? You know, and see, once you start reintroducing yourself, either a person is going to say, man, you came a long way, or a person going to start saying, you changed. Somebody drop in the comments and say change. See, people hate the fact that you got to change. Why? Because change forces them to change, all right? And anytime anybody changes, you're going to automatically grow. Again, it's about elevation. Understand this, y'all. You have developed a new you. You don't drink no more. You don't smoke no more. Your mannerism is different. Your lingo is different. You went from a street dude to a businessman. You went from a street woman or a ratchet woman to a businesswoman, okay? Or you went from being insecure to secure in who you are, right? To being secure in who you are. And so here's the thing, y'all. You have to sometimes show people how to treat you. Right? When God elevates you, you got to sometimes show people how to treat you. Show people that, hey, look, I used to accept that, but I don't accept that no more. That's not what I do. That's not what I'm about. Okay? Listen, God just elevated me. It's a new me, baby. Somebody drop in the comments and say new me. It's a new me. It's a new day. Therefore, I don't accept the same things I used to accept. And some people just won't like that, y'all. So you got to realize that. And I just want to say this, y'all, before I move to the next point. Realize whenever you reintroduce yourself to another person, you are automatically saying, I am now valuable, right? This is my value, and I won't accept anything less than my value. And you just got to accept it or keep it pushing, all right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, keep moving. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say, keep moving for those who don't like it. Simple as that, y'all. And so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move to the next one, y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up with the recap. All right. So number 5, y'all, the 5th sign of how you know God leveled you up is going to be this, chosen one. You are now closer to God. Yes, sir. All right. Listen, you are more closer to God. All right. So here's the thing, y'all. When I say closer to God, I'm not saying this is a good or bad situation, but it's not necessarily about, I've been going to church more. I've been going to the mosque more. That's good. A+ if you're doing that. But what I mean by being close to God, you have now got closer to him by obeying his commandments, being obedient, right? Being a loyal servant, understanding that God is all, okay? God is everything. And whenever you put him first, everything else come after. It says, seek the kingdom and all things shall be added unto you. And so once you begin to seek God and his kingdom, he's going to level you up anyway. That's a byproduct of being obedient. That's a byproduct of being his servant, his loyal servant at that. And so what I want you to realize is you have become closer. Not only that, but clean. You've been cleaning your spirit. I just look at some people, y'all, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect. None of us are. But sometimes you can look at a person and you can tell that their spirit is not clean. You can look through their eyes. Why? Because the eyes is the windows of the soul. You can look at their eyes. You can look at how people are. You can see their spirit and you can see that that person ain't clean. Who am I to say, who am I to judge them, right? I'm not judging them, but I'm making an educated guess, y'all. You got to take a hypothesis on some of these people, right? So again, I'm not judging you, but I'm taking an educated guess. A hypothesis, meaning I'm not going to jump the gun and make assumptions about a person, but I will say is you can tell when a person ain't right? Or you can at least have an idea. Okay, this is why we have discernment. But sticking to the script, y'all, staying linear, what I want you to realize is as you become closer to God from being obedient, obeying his laws, okay, making the ultimate sacrifice, having more realization to your spirituality, all right, staying closer to God, as you're doing that, God is going to level you up, y'all. And that's a clear indication that he's leveled you up. Because guess what? You're closer to him. You have that relationship. A lot of people who are not close to God, they don't have no type of relationship, no type of understanding. Therefore, they can't hear his voice. All right. So understand that, y'all. You are close to God. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a recap. All right. From 1 to 5, y'all. So 5 signs God has leveled you up. It's going to be the chosen ones. Number 1, an environment change. Number 2, new associations. Number 3, new habits. Number 4, a new you. And number 5, you're closer to God. All right. And so with that being said, y'all, God just leveled you up. I'm prophesying over your life in the next 24 months. You're about to be a multi-millionaire. Yes, sir. I'm prophesying over your life. In the next 24 months, you're about to be a member or a leader of a beautiful family. Yes, sir. I'm prophesying over your life that in the next 24 months, you are about to be a homeowner. And you're about to do some great things, okay? We're going to go ahead and conclude this video. Y'all can check out any one of my links in my description. Check out any one of my books. That's 8 Steps to Self-Publishing a Successful Book, Rich Mentality, Traumatized by Love, as well as Fairly Unequal. Also, be sure to check out any one of my memberships. That's my YouTube membership, as well as my Patreon. And don't forget, family, be sure to enroll into my social influence course, where I show you how to build up a social media platform, as well as become a self-published author. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform, as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you got to publish your book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you got to build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you got to do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments, social influence. If you want to build up your social influence, click that link in the bio, and we're going to get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.